Everybody else just
so
sit on the
this is an
sidelines.
example of how power works, because you have to understand how power works, because that showcases that prime minister did not foresee far enough. They did not understand the direction of power and what can be done towards them. So you can come to a table of big whales and players and I have a suggestion. If you don't have the collateral, the liquidity, the leverage, then
You got nothing.
you don't have the power.
You don't do that.
You will be others will exert their power on you because you're messing with their interests. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
So it's very important to understand where you stand in the order of power. You can't just come up to the game with a water gun and expect treatment, and nobody's going to listen to you.
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
Especially given what happened with the U.S. with China. They just had a recent talk, right? Be like, okay, we're going to stop this trade war and everything. Meaning that the U.S. kind of lost that argument with the whole tariff. So if that happened to the U.S., Japan, you are kind of subsumed under the influence of the U.S. You think imagine, right? If your boss got beaten back, you think you can do better, right? Your boss got slapped, and then you think you can do better, right? You have more power than your boss to do more damage. You're not gonna. This is why China continue with the kind of hawkish rhetoric. It's just yeah, we're not even afraid of the U.S. now. You think we're afraid of you doing it, and especially with Japan, with the past kind of historical, it's a mess, right? Because these two people hate each other. It's because of what happened in World War II. So basically right now, China is united against Japan. They're the people say, yes, go beat them up, right? We have past debt that you haven't paid us yet, okay? This is debt in blood, right? It'd be you kill so many of our people, we still hate you for that. And you didn't apologize for any of it. So we already hate you. So we want to fight you. And so the people agree, and then the government's yep, we're not backing down. We're gonna sanction you even more, because unless you back down, you take the work back, or otherwise we're gonna continue.
Again, the previous topic we discussed is at play, that if something just an example, because the whole world, I see it as this one big moving model essentially. But if Japan weakens enough, stuff can happen to it as well.
Stuff can happen. This is what the Chinese were saying. Hey, according to what happened in World War II, after the end of the war, we as the victorious party, we still have essentially rule over you. The only thing was because U.S. step in. And so the Chinese are saying, hey, if you can't contain yourself for security reasons, we have every right to occupy your country, to stabilize, because you are the losing side. We have the moral high ground, basically. You lost that war, right? You still owe us certain amount of, that you do deny, and what have you. So it's yeah, even on a legal basis, I think China has the kind of the upper hand in this case. But imagine, right, if everything falls, if there's a power vacuum, or if somehow the U.S. aren't able to protect Japan as much, then China could just use force, and that'll be another. I mean, nobody thought the Russo-Ukrainian war gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Nobody thought that was gonna happen. When it happened, people were what the hell? Nobody ever thought Russia was gonna do that, but they did it, and they're still going on. So to say that, it's never gonna happen to Japan, it's never gonna happen in the Pacific, I don't know, man.
Things change all the time.
The table had already set.
Situations change, yeah. Things are always in flux. And this move by China that you talked about kind of makes me think that essentially this is a demonstration, both a demonstration of power, but also you demonstrate how serious your intent is and how serious you are with your words. Because you could choose to not do anything, you could choose to talk this and that, but taking a swift, definitive action like that, people are faced with
consequences of that.
Yeah, there are consequences, there are boundaries,
change.
And then now I have to deal with this actual problem that I made for myself with my behavior.